Alright, today we will be looking at using the formula to find the volume of rectangular pyramids. These notes are going to go into your journals when we're finished. The first thing we need to remember is to find the volume of a rectangular pyramid, our formula is going to look like this. Volume equals 1/3 big B, and big B stands for area of the base, times H, and this H is the height of the pyramid. So volume equals 1/3 big B times H. Big B is area of the base, and H is the height of the pyramid. All of these bases that you are going to have today are going to be either rectangles or squares, and we know to find the area of a rectangle or a square, we just do length times width or base times height. Another way we could write this formula, which may be easier for you to understand, is volume equals big B times H, and then divide that by 3. Because when we multiply something by 1/3, as in this first formula right here, we would multiply 1/3 times the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. The second formula is just taking the area of the base times the height of the pyramid and then dividing that answer by 3. So that's what I'm going to be using to show you. On your formula charts in your bell work packets and on your STAR test, the formula is going to look like this: 1/3 times area of the base times the height. So if we look at this first problem right here, problem number 1, we are going to write our formula, and I'm going to go ahead and put volume equals 1/3 big B times H up here above all of these. That's the formula that's on your STAR chart. But I'm going to be using this formula right here. And if you remember, that big B is the area of the base, so we actually have to change that into how we would calculate the area of a rectangle or a square. So the formula that we're going to use today is volume equals base times height divided by 3. And the reason that we are dividing by 3 is because it is a pyramid. In pyramids, we have to find 1/3 of that because they don't have a second base. They come up to a point. So in our substitution line, we're going to substitute in these 3 numbers, 4, 4, and 4. That means that this shape is a square pyramid because our base is a square that measures 4 meters by 4 meters. And then we can also see that the height of this pyramid is this 4 meters. It's this line that comes down right here and it forms a right angle. Anytime we have a base and a height that join, it's going to form a right angle. So in our substitution line, we're just going to substitute in those 3 numbers. Volume equals 4 times 4 times 4, 4 times 4 times 4, divided all by 3. Down here where it says to show your work, we're going to do that. We're going to do 4 times 4, which equals 16. And then we have to do 16 times 4. And 16 times 4, 4 times 6 is 24. There are 2, 4, 5, 6. We get 64. Now we have to divide by 3. So we get 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract, bring down. 3 goes into 4 1 time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, bring down. We're going to add a decimal and a 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Bring down. We're going to stop right there. So we'll have our answer will be 21.3 meters cubed. on our next problem, we're going to write our formula again. Volume equals the base times height of the that's our big V, the area of our base, times the height of the pyramid divided by 3. And our pyramid base is right here. So there's the base of the pyramid times the height of the pyramid. And I know that that's the height because when the base and height come together, it forms a right angle. So basically what we're going to do is do 4 times 6 times 9, and then we will divide all that by 3. So in our substitution, volume equals 4 times 6, that's the area of our base, times 9, the height of our pyramid, divided by 3. So we have 4 times 6, which equals 24. And then we're going to multiply 24 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. 6 is 3. 9 times 2 is 18. 19, 20, 21. So we have 216. And now we have to divide that by 3 because it's a pyramid. So we have 216 divided by 3. 3 cannot go into 2, but 3 goes into 21. 7 times 3 is 21. We're going to subtract, bring down our 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. We subtract and we get a 0. So our answer is 72 yards cubed. 72 yards cubed. On to our next shape. Our base, this right here, and the height of the pyramid is 6 miles. Formula, volume equals base times height, that gives us the area of the base, that's our big V, times the height of the pyramid, and then we have to divide it all by 3 because it's a pyramid. So volume equals 4 times 2 times 6, 4 times 2 times 6, then we will divide that all by 3. Volume equals 4 times 2, 4 times 2 equals 8, and 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 8 is 48, and then we have to divide that, the last part of our formula, by 3. So 48 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. We're going to subtract, bring our 8 down. 3 goes into 18 6 times, and 6 times 3 is 18. When we subtract, we get a 0. That means we're finished dividing. So our answer here is going to be 16 miles, 16 miles cubed. And just a reminder that when we are calculating for volume, everything's going to be cubed. So on this one we have 16 miles cubed because it's a 3-dimensional shape. On the middle problem, we had 72 yards cubed because it was a 3-dimensional shape. And then on the first problem, we had 21.3 meters cubed because it was 3-dimensional. Again, we can use either one of these formulas, and we transform this into volume equals base times height divided by 3. And we divide by 3 because a pyramid does not have 2 bases. It comes up to a point. So we have to take a third of the volume out because it's missing that base. You will need to go ahead and tape these into your journals and title your journal page Volume of Rectangular Pyramids.